Hi guys, I'm Jen and I'm here to start a new Booktube channel. So I decided for my first video to do a little introduction, talk about myself and what I want this channel to be, as well as do a mini thrift book. That's not what I meant to say. Thrift store book haul. So I have about 12 books here that I want to share with you. But mostly I want to get to know you, and I want you to get to know me. I'm really excited to be here. I am 22. I'm living at home with my parents and sister because I recently graduated college with an English literature degree as well as a creative writing minor. So I'm unemployed. That's what that means. But I'm really looking to spend more time reading books I really want to read and talking about books in a way that I want to talk about. I don't have to write thesis papers on it. I don't have to read books I don't care about particularly. So that's something I'm really enjoying lately. But for this Booktube channel, I wanted to kind of incorporate that side of my learning education with my just love of books. So I decided to do maybe some book talks as well as some analysis of those books. I'm really into feminist perspective, environmentalist, queer. Yeah, so like as a feminist lesbian, I feel like there's some things that are missing in the conversations about popular books, as well as some books that are just not being talked about that deserve to be talked about. So figured maybe we could talk about those, find those out together. Additionally, I really wanted to talk about maybe like thriftier ways of buying and reading books. I know I watch a lot of Booktube videos, and I'm super jealous of these people who can like go out and buy all these books, and I'm like, I don't have any money. So I wanted to maybe figure out more ways and talk to you guys about how to do that and how to keep getting new material, which leads me to my thrift store book haul. About 12 books in the past week. I revisited some of my thrift stores a couple times. And I did it all for under $4, so I'm really excited. I really don't have money to spend right now, so I'm excited that I got to do this for so cheap. So the first section, I actually ordered on Amazon, but I'm counting it because the books came in like this past week. Also, I used a gift card that I got from graduation, so I didn't spend anything on these books. It was really awesome. So make sure that you utilize your resources, you know, like if you have a gift card to Target, check out their books. They're usually like 20% off, and it's a really good way to save money. So the books I got from Amazon are Meg Wolitzer's The Interestings, which is pretty popular right now on Booktube and Tumblr. I've seen it all over the place. This is a really cool cover. And a lot of people really like it, so I'm excited to check it out. Only not even $1. It was like a couple cents, I think, on Amazon, and most of the price came from shipping. So check out ways to see if you can get like Amazon Prime or something. I can't afford it, but if you're a student, you do get free shipping. My dog is barking, sorry. So next, I'm really excited about these. I'm actually also kind of embarrassed that it took so long for me to buy them. As you can see down here, I have my Harry Potter books. I'm also sitting in front of Danny Radcliffe. But I'm quite the Harry Potter fan. I am obsessed. I've been obsessed since I was 5 years old. And J.K. Rowling has been my hero. I've written so many middle school book reports about her and light of my life. So when her new book came out, Casual Vacancy, down there somewhere, I was really excited to buy it, and I got it at a thrift store, and I couldn't get through it. I think I was expecting something that it wasn't. I'm missing the magic of Harry Potter, so I was really disappointed, and I never got around to finishing it, but I'm probably going to go back and try again. But her crime books, written under the pseudonym Robert Galbraith, have been pretty popular, actually, and I think most of it is due to the hype around J.K. Rowling's fame, but I think that's why she actually wrote it under the pseudonym, to see how far they got without her fame pushing them, and they did pretty well. So I'm actually excited to see how I find them. I heard they were pretty good, and a lot of people actually really like them for crime books, you know, and I'm not really a crime detective kind of person, but I don't know, I got them, they were $0.01 each, and bought them with a gift card, so I figured now is the time to check them out. The next store I went to is Good Thrift. It's a local thrift store, and they have a really, surprisingly good selection of books, especially middle grades and YA, which I was not expecting. But they have a really good, really cheap book section. Most of the books are $1 or $2, and they have tags, everyday tag sale of a different color. So most of my books, even though they were marked as $1, were actually only 40 cents or 60 cents. So definitely check out your local thrift stores, see if they have any deals going on. They probably do, because they're a thrift store. So the first one I'm really excited about is this quirky book called The Disheveled Dictionary, A Curious Caper Through Our Sumptuous Lexicon by Karen Elizabeth Gordon. And it's a bunch of really weird, underutilized words. There's some illustrations in here. It's just a weird book, you know, and as a writer, I'm always looking to expand my vocabulary, and I'm also hoping that maybe it can spark some inspiration for some new writing, so I'm excited. It was only less than $1. Why not? Next, a really popular YA book. It is actually the winner of the Pulitzer. It is A Visit from the Goon Squad by Jennifer Egan, and this has been super popular. A lot of people have liked it, and I've been meaning to buy it every time I go on Book Outlet or something. I always put it into my basket, but then I always take it out or cancel the order or something. I don't know. I just I haven't been able to buy this, and now I have. It was super cheap, and I'm excited to finally get around to reading this, probably this summer. Next is a classic that I am ashamed to say that I have not read yet, and it is Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. A lot of classics on my to-read list are there because I have not been able to read them in school, which is where most of my reading time has been spent, but also my reading schedule has been mixed up since high school when I switched schools and I took AP instead of regular and honors instead of regular, and I just didn't get to read all the books that most people did, so I'm going back and trying to find all of the ones that I missed out on. And this is one of them, and it was only $1. Next, I'm really excited for Toni Morrison's Song of Solomon. Really short, really important. That's how she writes, and I love it. I've only ever read Sula by her, but I heard Song of Solomon is one of her best. I'm really excited to check it out. Next, I was not expecting to find this or buy it. I didn't even know it existed, honestly, but it is The Edge of the Sea by Rachel Carson. And Rachel Carson wrote Silent Spring. If you're not aware, that's a really important thing. It was a 70s book. I think it came out in the 70s. It was an environmentalist book about pollution and how humans are affecting the environment, the birds, and all sorts of stuff. And this is her book dedicated to the ocean, and it is a mixture of illustrations and science and poetry, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm such an activist in almost every aspect you can think of, so finding this was really exciting, and it was only $1. why not? Next, Mists of Avalon by Marion Zimmer Bradley. It's huge. I remember picking it up in middle school or high school and never finishing it because it was so big. And I know a lot of people read it, and I can't really remember if they liked it or not. I just remember this being there a lot. But it is supposed to be King Arthur from the perspective of the women, and that idea alone appeals to me greatly. I'm a huge feminist. I think we really need to start talking more about, like, female perspective, feminist perspective, queer perspective, and I think this is a great example of that. So I'm really excited to read this and see how I like it. Next, I went to my local Goodwill, and they had a pretty good selection. I didn't know that they actually had as many books as they did. They were hiding on the back wall, but these I got for a total of like 52 cents. So, you know. Franny and Zoe by J.D. Salinger. I haven't read this. I heard it was good. He also wrote Catcher in the Rye, which a lot of people love and a lot of people hate. So I'm not sure whether that's the same with Franny and Zoe or if it was just simply Holden Caulfield's character that threw people off. But this is a super tiny book. It was like only a couple cents, and I really liked Catcher in the Rye. So hopefully I like Franny and Zoe. Next, I already read this book, but it's kind of a funny story by Ned Vizzini. Vizzini? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know how to say your last name. But I got the movie cover edition, and I tend to avoid those, but this is only a couple cents at Goodwill. They didn't have the original book cover, so I just decided to go with it, because I originally checked the book out at the library, so I don't actually own a copy. Now I do. This is a really good book. It was really poignant, and I felt that I had a really strong connection to this book. I personally dealt with a lot of things that they tackle in the book, and I thought they handled it well, and I was really devastated to hear that Ned Vizzini committed suicide this past year or two, and it really struck me, and this was right after I finished reading his book, and it is heartbreaking, and I really felt that I needed to buy his book just to have something to hold on to. Good reminder to keep going, you know. So definitely check this book out. It's awesome. The movie's alright. And last, I went to Salvation Army. I only found one book there that I liked. I was kind of disappointed. But it was only a couple cents, so I got it, and it is The Amityville Horror, A True Story by Jay Anson. And yeah, I'm actually like weird about horror movies. My girlfriend really loves them, so I watch them with her a lot. But I'm not really into horror books, so this is just a weird find. So that's it for the book haul section of this video. But I also want to share with you guys my Etsy. I've been making some book jewelry for a while, and I finally decided to put it out there for other people to maybe buy. Check it out if not. But yeah, so some of the necklaces that are up there right now are some Shakespeare. This is from Midsummer Night's Dream, The Final Soliloquy, one of my favorites. And I also have some dictionary definitions going up. This is feminism in a large pendant. But I also have a feminist line called Vagina Isn't a Dirty Word. And this one is the vagina dictionary example. So I just decided to share that with you, share some of my bookish crafts that I'm working on. In addition, I have been making some art, and I'm going to put that all up on Etsy, so if you want to check that out, I would really appreciate it. Again, link is down below. If you guys are making anything that's like artsy with books or anything you want me to check it out, definitely send it to me. I will put some contact info down below, put my Tumblr up there, talk to me anytime. I'm really excited to get to know you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed my channel. Bye!